I think there's still a lot of people that believe in Justin Fields, but I think the Eberflus, maybe he can stay discussion is completely out the window now. I think everybody's astounded that he hasn't been canned yet because there's been what, 4 head coaches already canned in the last 48 hours or so
Yeah,
since the completion of Sunday's games.
I guess I always kind of thought if Eberflus was going to be gone, it was going to be a time like it was going to take time. Kevin Warren is such a methodical person, and the processes that he wants to do things. I don't think he's going to rush something like that. And I think the reality here is we're talking about the McCaskies, who are not a cash-rich family. I'm not saying they're poor. They have a ton of wealth, right? They have a ton of wealth in that franchise, but all of their wealth is that franchise.
Right.
They don't have cash on hand to be willy-nilly with the money while they're building a stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's a real factor in this. I mean, how can it not be? You're talking about having to pay another new coach. Hell, you're probably still paying Matt Nagy right now. And you're talking about eating another coach's contract. I think that's going to be an impact. I hate that it is. I hate that it has anything to do with any decision, but I think it does.
I think that's where a lot of people get frustrated with the McCaskies, right? Because yeah, it's great. You own this multi-billion-dollar entity, but at the end of the day, that's their wealth. It is the multi-billion-dollar entity. They don't have a family business on the side. Even just looking around the rest of Chicago, right? The Chicago Cubs, the Ricketts family owned TD Ameritrade before that sale. The Wirtz family owns Breakthrough Beverage, which is their beverage distribution company. That's where their wealth comes from. Jerry Reinsdorf obviously had other wealth,
Real estate mogul.
Yeah, even though he spends like a cheap fuck, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, real estate.
Yeah, but the McCaskies, like you said, this is their cash cow. This is where their money comes from, and it probably is part of this decision. And there's so many factors that are going to this because the Bears are just going to bear, as we all know, and we've gotten accustomed to, unfortunately, with this franchise, that things are going to happen here as well.